Finally, the Antichrist system is becoming clearer. Obama went on a podcast, mistakenly mentioned something to do with aliens, and now the internet is going in a frenzy. Trump feels the need to answer to that, and then he says that he's going to release everything that the government has gathered pertaining aliens or any life form outside the world or outside the planet. Very recently, he announced that he's going to declassify. We don't know what is that, whether it's a way to shield from everything that's happening, or it's a way for him to respond to what Obama did. And you will not believe, Mark Zagazix, has obtained a pattern that sounds like straight out of a movie. You will not believe it. If you have a Facebook account, yeah, it's about to go crazy. Now, even though they say, no, don't worry, we won't use what pattern we just got, but why did you get it? You'll know when we get into this story. Mark has always been weird. Dude does not stop being weird. And hey, you gotta have Cyril Ramaphosa inside there. The dude seemingly wants to push forward with some agendas of digital ID and all that entire stuff. South Africa has been talking about it. And just as a reminder, don't worry, I know we still have the news channel, because this is what a news channel episode would have looked like before. Don't worry, we'll bring it back very, very soon. It's just, I'm trying to focus on one thing so that it's been hectic out here. So we'll get back to that very, very soon. It's the Rick Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. Yeah, putting up these episodes together just really reminded me of the news channel. And so don't worry, we'll get that going. Don't worry. Some things to set first, and then we'll be up and rolling on that. Now, first of all, this starts me up before we go to Obama and their entire alien wajers, and before we go to the system of Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook issues. Let's talk about the serial over here. There seems to be plans now to go forward with subject matters of digital IDs. Not only digital IDs, driver's license going digital, even matric certificate. Matric certificate digital. How's that got to do with anything? But anyways, that's besides the point. So it looks like they are really, and of course, they'll try and make it as if it's some type of a positive. They put it up, say goodbye to the long queues at Home Affairs, promises, I would rather stand in a line than going digital. The system, the digital system, we all know it's a system of control. The goal of the digital system is to have everybody online to a point where you can block them from services. We've seen it implemented in China. It's been there for over 10 plus years. People tried to warn about it about 2011, 2012. People didn't listen. That people will be graded in order to have access to services. Imagine not having access to water because you are not, of course, that's not exactly what's happening. But people in China sometimes are not able to travel with certain type of transport because they have a low credit. By credit system is that you've done something within the system, so they lower your credits. When you get to a certain location, you will not have access to services because you're not an obedient person, according to their system. Digital systems do not end well. They are all a system of control. We don't want it. We don't need it. But these people want control so far that they want to go that route. We have other problems. Okay? We have other problems we are worried about. We have immigration issues. We have illegal, we have crime issues. We have gangs growing even unto the youth now. And so we got that to be worried about. Digital ID, matric certificate, digital ID. What is that? Yeah, I'll focus on something else, man. I'm not even interested. We're not interested in that stuff. We don't even want it. Just forget about it. Now that moves me over to the weirdest person, to the weirdest billionaire in the world, Mark Zuckerberg. In case you didn't know, I'm sorry to traumatize you. Business Insider Africa recently just reported, so Business Insider Africa just recently reported that death isn't the end. Meta patented an AI that lets you keep posting from the grave. Yeah, this is a recent article. You can see the 11th of February 2026. Meta has just obtained a patent. They've just now, their spokesperson what said that no, they're not going to be using it or anything like that. Yeah, but why did you get it? What was the whole point of going to get a patent that allows you to post? Basically, if you don't get it, it will allow the AI, they will build an AI that studies your profile and will post like you. They can't love money that much. They can't love money that much that I must have a profile that is active when I am in the graveyard. Now, how will they know that I'm dead? Do you see where problems come? How will they know that I'm dead? Now, if you go back to the digital ID and understand what has been happening on social media, especially in the UK and so forth, there's been countries that have now been requiring a certification from an ID thing, KYC, the same thing that you have to do with online transactions, platforms, and all those kind of things. You have to fill in your KYC, proof of address, ID, whatnot. So social media platforms are now actually requiring certification by ID in order for you to obtain your account or to keep your account. Discord ID issue. Let me see. Discord has been having this issue very recently. Discord has been pushing, to have an identity thingy for people, that people must verify their addresses and all those things. And not long ago, Discord had issues with a breach pertaining IDs and all those type of things. And right now, they are seeking price to rise or that Discord might be in driver's license. This is the direction they are trying to go. So now, how will they know that you are dead? Now, when you connect the subject matter of social media going through the route of UK, you see the UK has already gone that route of implementing that social media. People must put their social media, must put their identity with social media so that they can see that it's not kids who are online. You think these rules are there because to protect the kids? No, that's not it. It's so that they can have your credentials online. Now you see where it goes to. It goes to the line of how Facebook will know. So Facebook obtaining that thing, think it. Facebook is thinking ahead. By the way, it was said that they applied for this thing in 2020. And if you look at the push that the UK has been doing in order for them to obtain the thingy for people to be banned if they are kids and whatnot, ads control and all these things that started with what was called the adpocalypse, when ads became crazy online after 2017. You see where it comes from. So now when you see what Mark Zuckerberg is doing with doing that, is that they will know you are dead because they will have your information to know when you died. It will have to be reported on the platform, on your ID. The question is how they're going to connect that system, only God knows. But if you look at what they're trying to do with crypto, with the crypto data, you'll understand why right now there's all these data centers that are being built and whatnot and all this type of stuff, because they know the tech guys are trying to push for a world where they too have a control out of this entire thing. If you look at the Economic World Forum, you'll see what I'm talking about. The banking system is trying to find its way that it doesn't allow the cryptographers and the people that are trying to that own the data centers and people that have businesses that actually run the online space not overtake them, so their businesses banking is not outdated. This is really the battle line right here. So it doesn't shock me to see Mark Zuckerberg with thingy. I only heard about it yesterday, and I didn't even hear about it because it's all everywhere. I only heard about it because, like I did state, I watch a lot of things that happen within the geek community, and in geek community, you tend to see news that people in the average world do not even hear about. Average person was not gonna know that. The average person that does not even know that Meta just got this patent, which would give them right for them to build an AI to post on your behalf. If you died, then you consider this entire thing of age verification. Now you know how they will have your data on there. And then now you know why the Cyrils and the Home Affairs people over there, why they are pushing for digital ID. Digital ID allows for new data centers that will allow them to host and lease out their services in order to allow all these things that people are trying to broker much possible. It'll be much more easier for them to say, yeah, we can verify he is this age. It's entire different type of businesses. They're trying to make business out of your identity. That's what it tends to. It tends to control, but at the long run, they are building entire business. Yeah, watch out. It is no joke. It is no joke. Now, like I mentioned, on to the next story. On to the next story. Recently, Obama was on a podcast, and he was asked pertaining the subject matter of aliens. And what he answered got a lot of people fired up. A lot of people were very excited, and even the rapturers, the people that were waiting for Rapture 2025, they came back online.
Aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. They're
So you see that small portion right there. He says they are real, but I've never seen them, and they are not being kept in this particular location. People took that as a sign to say, maybe there's something, he's here to misinform people, and all. It just led into a whole thing that led Trump to then announce that he was going to be releasing all documents pertaining subject matter of alien existence. This only brought people who were doing rapture predictions back online to say, hey, if they say that we disappeared because of aliens, don't believe it. They came back with this entire thing, and the videos all over TikTok, whatnot, they're doing that now. Not even gonna show you that. Some of the people who were back there was a lady who was saying the lady was making a video saying that she can't believe our child now must, we just built this, we just gave birth to our kids, now we're going to part ways. It's like, okay, yeah, it's a lot. Social media, it's just a lot. There's a lot of things that were conspiracies. Now they don't look like conspiracies, do they? There's a lot of things that were conspiracies, but now they don't look like conspiracies. This whole digital ID, it looked like a conspiracy back in 2013, I remember. When you spoke about it, it sounded very weird. And one of the people that rang the alarm pertaining this subject was Alex Jones. But as the system is very good at discrediting, if you start sounding weird, it's very easy to discredit you. Look at what happened to Alex Jones. He was one of the first people to actually announce it online. This is what they want. This is what they want to do. This is what they want. This is what they want. But then he started allowing crazy conspiracies get over his thingy. It completely discredited him. Now, everything he was saying is here now. He allowed crazy conspiracies to get over things that you could verify. There it is now. 10, 13 years later, now we are talking about South Africa now talking about digital ID, digital driver's license, digital matric certificate. All of a sudden, Mark Zuckerberg now has a patent to allow them to post with an AI that will clone you. and clone your post. You make the links, you'll see how this entire thing fits into one giant. It's not conspiracies anymore. It's Ricky, just giving you a little bit of an update, and I'll see you on a later one.